After we understood the monitoring and controlling process group, we understood also the importance of that key process group as part of the project phases. Also, we have looked into common ITTOs that is used when monitoring and controlling the project. Now, let's understand the key responsibilities of the project manager when doing, say, monitoring and controlling. So, the role of project manager in monitoring and controlling process group is multifaceted. They must oversee project execution while ensuring adherence to the organizational policies, stakeholder expectation, and project objectives. For example, in an infrastructure development project, project manager might need to ensure construction quality while tracking resource allocation and budget utilization. This balancing act ensures that the project progresses smoothly while maintaining compliance and governance standards. How we can balance the execution with governance? So, governance or balancing the execution with governance is one of the most critical responsibilities of the project manager. While execution focuses on completing tasks to produce the deliverables, governance ensures that these tasks comply with the established processes and organizational standards. So again, we say that the governance ensures the compliance with the standards and policies, and the execution focuses on achieving the planned deliverables. We talked about importance of balancing both that ensures the smooth project progression. And let's take an example here. Let's say that in a pharmaceutical project, adhering to the FDA regulations is important as developing the product itself. And by balancing these aspects, the regulations and the development of the product itself, it ensures the compliance and decision making control. So project managers also are responsible for making timely and informed decisions during monitoring and controlling process. Decision must balance the project constraints of the scope, cost, and quality with the decision making, let's say, ability. So the effective decision making ensures the minimal project disruption and ensures that all of these decisions where the project manager responsible to take are informed by real-time data and project metrics. Let's take an example here for, let's say, in a software development project, in a if there is a critical bug or discovered or identified late in the life cycle of the project implementation, the project manager must decide whether to delay the release or to deploy the patch later. Such decisions require a careful evaluation of impacts on the project schedule, budget, and customer satisfaction. By leveraging the real-time data and consulting with the team members and stakeholders, project managers ensure that decisions aligns with the project objectives. Also, one key, let's say, responsibility that the project manager must ensure the compliance with the project. So, ensuring compliance with the project objectives is crucial for the success of any project. This involves aligning the project outcomes with the, let's say, initial goals, conducting regular reviews, and maintaining transparency with the stakeholders. So, compliance involves aligning the outcomes with the planned objectives. And how to achieve that by regular audits and reviews to validate the adherence to the project plans, to ensure the quality and meeting the stakeholder expectations. The tools can be used to support the project manager responsibilities when handling or working at the monitoring and controlling process group. So, project management tools are many. for effective monitoring and controlling. For instance, dashboards, tools like the Microsoft Project and Jira provides a comprehensive view of tasks progress, resource allocation, and project health. And visualizing data allows project managers to quickly identify issues and make informed decisions. Additionally, collaboration tools like Slack, or Microsoft Teams improve the communication within the team, ensuring alignment and transparency across various functions. These tools not only enhances the efficiency but also enable a proactive issue resolution. Also, communication as one of these responsibilities that the project managers has to have, let's say, uh, to take care of when communicating with the stakeholders during the monitoring and controlling process. So, effective communication with stakeholders is a cornerstone of the project manager responsibilities during the monitoring and controlling. Regular updates by having status reports or meeting and dashboards ensure that stakeholders are informed about the progress, challenges, and risks. So again, the communication here ensures the transparency and ensures the alignment with the stakeholder needs and expectations. And by, let's say, having a regular updates to highlight the progress and address any concerns, this is how you achieve the effective communications. So ensure to have at least clear reporting on KPIs and risks, foster the trust between you and the stakeholders. Let's say here in an example, let's say an renewable energy project, providing updates on the installation milestones and addressing the community concerns helps maintaining the stakeholder trust and project momentum. Transparent communication also fosters the collaboration and minimizes the misunderstandings. The role of the project manager when monitoring the key performance indicators or the KPIs. So, KPIs are essential metrics that reflect the health of the project. It provides a measurable insight into the project health and how to ensure that the project manager is monitoring these key performance indicators by a regular tracking to these KPIs to identify the deviations early. Remember that these actionable KPIs, it helps the project manager in decision making process. For example, tracking the schedule variance in manufacturing project can highlight the delays, enable the project managers to reallocate the resources or adjust the timelines. Similarly, monitoring the cost performance indicator or the CPI, or schedule performance indicator, which is the SPI, which we are going to cover the AVM formula section, it can help you or help the project manager in having a budget overruns or schedule overruns or delays. By regularly analyzing these KPIs, the project managers can identify trends, anticipate challenges, and implement corrective measures to keep the project on track. Also, managing the risks as part of the key responsibilities that the project manager must have or must take an action on when monitoring and controlling the project. So, risk management is integral part to the control process and proactive risk identification. Remember that it prevents the escalation. Also, the project manager can apply these, let's say, mitigation strategies which were set and implement the risk responses strategies to minimize the impact on objectives. Remember that you, as a project manager, must do a regular risk reviews to ensure the, let's say, ongoing compliance. For example, let's say here in a technology upgrade project, identifying the risks like potential data breaches or system downtime allows the project manager to implement preventive measures such as security audits or backup systems. So, regularly reviewing these risks and updating the mitigation plans ensures that the project adapts to new challenges and safeguarding its objectives and minimizing potential disruptions. Adapting control strategies to dynamic environments. So dynamic environments requires the project managers to adapt their control strategies. Since these control and monitoring strategies evolves, let's say, evolves with the project complexities, and the project manager has to have this flexibility to ensure the resilience against the unforeseen changes. Remember, you as a project managers have to have a continuous learning to drive the improvement in as part of the monitoring and controlling processes. Let's take an example here in agile software development project. The iterative reviews and feedback loops enable the team to respond to evolving requirements. And this adaptability ensures that the project remains relevant and aligned with the stakeholder needs while maintaining control over timelines and resources. And to summarize our session here about the key responsibilities project manager when monitoring and controlling the project. So we said the project manager role monitoring and controlling is important to um, achieving the project success by balancing the executing and the governance, making data-driven decisions, and fostering a transparent communication. Project managers can ensure the alignment with the project objectives. Leveraging tools and adopting proactive strategies which allows for effective compliance and risk management, ultimately driving the project efficiency and stakeholder satisfaction.